Good morning, sunshines. Good morning, sunshines. My name is Jason, and you're watching Ray of Light Tarot. Sorry I wasn't able to be with you guys last night to do Hump Day Live, but we'll make up for it tonight, and we'll do a post Hump Day Live event this evening. But what I'm going to be doing today and right now is your Sagittarius soulmate reading for the month of March. This reading's kind of been one that's been kind of on my heart a little bit for the past couple days, but I haven't been able to leap into doing it. I've had other things to do, and so I've kind of been putting spirit off, and I don't like to do that. But I woke up this morning thinking about it, went and did my little morning rituals and stuff, and I'm still thinking about it. So we're going to go ahead and get this Sagittarius reading up. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope you're keeping yourself in a well cared for mode. Make sure you're washing your hands a lot, guys. Make sure you're using antibacterial gel. Make sure you're taking vitamins. Make sure you're really taking care of yourself. I know this coronavirus, you know, has different levels of threat and different levels of worry to different people, but kind of alarmed me the fact that it's showing up in people who are retired and not really going anywhere or doing anything. It's definitely something to be aware of, that it's, the person to person, and the modes of contracting it are definitely getting pretty serious. So just be taking good care of yourself. Don't overdo it. Don't underdo it. Do everything. Find your sweet spot as far as your physical well-being and stick to it, okay? Anyway, let's get going here. This is going to be the Sagittarius reading. Like I said, it's been on my heart to do Sagittarius. A lot of energy of, it's funny because it's a lot of energy of travel. And I'm not sure if it's actually travel for you guys, but the things that I've been seeing for Sagittarius are so interesting. like I think it's Key West. I've been seeing like a houseboat and someone doing like a lot of, I don't know if you're doing a lot of fishing. And it's not necessarily a fishing boat, it's a houseboat. And it's like someone bought an older houseboat and then just totally restored it and made it just beautiful. So whatever that could be about, I don't know. But it seemed like it was there was a lot of moving around. I was seeing like stuff to do with the Great Lakes up north on the border of Canada, and then stuff to do with like Key West. So also the name Bobby, Bobbi, not necessarily Bobby, female Bobby, and Roberta, Roberta. Those two names, I've been having some significance with those names as far as a Sagittarius reading. So I don't know who the message is for or exactly what it is. It may be someone who's passed, but it's a strong energy. It's a very kind energy, a very loving energy. And it's someone who was a very, I guess, a good decorator or someone who was really good at taking something and restoring it or remodeling it and making it beautiful or restoring it to its former beauty. So whatever that's about, if resonates for you, just take it, do what you got to do with it. If you need a personal reading, the information is in the description, and you know what to do, guys. All right. And anyone who has booked a personal reading recently, I'll be getting in touch with you. I've gotten a little behind again, but we're playing catch up and we're getting there. So I'll be getting in touch with everybody. Having issues with my Skype. For some reason, I keep getting kicked out of my Skype, and I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but hopefully that'll be fixed soon too. Thank you, universe. Thank you, source. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Thank you for allowing me to connect today to the energy of Sagittarius, sun, moon, rising, Venus, and their soulmate for those who are most in need of healing guidance at this time. Thank you for the clear and direct messages, archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. Thank you for being patrons, gathering around me, protecting my light, my energy, my vibration, and restoring me to full health. Thank you for the clear and direct messages and healing guidance for those in need today. We're going to start with the soulmate like we always do. Remember, the energies can flip. If this reading doesn't resonate for you, you don't have to give it a thumbs down. Just be so kind as to remove your presence and go find another reader who does resonate, because we can't connect to all energies within one sign. We're going to connect to specific energy groups within that sign. And if we're connecting to you, we are. If we're not, we're not. It's nobody's fault, not yours, mine, or ours. Show me the soulmate of Sagittarius for the month of March. We're looking for especially guidance to do with a lot of movement, guys, a lot of movement. Overall energy is the Ace of Swords, so your soulmate's on the cusp of seeing a lot of things for the first time all over again. Like A lot of truth coming in, a lot of, there could be some communication coming in with a soulmate or a person of significance. Could be Taurus energy. We have the Hierophant right behind there. That is the card of Taurus. Uh, it's interesting. That is an earthy energy. The Hierophant does speak to me about things that are destined to occur. When we're talking about relationships, it's like a relationship where you're just connected to somebody, even when you don't want to be connected. You two are just really connected, and there's a strong and loving bond there that really can overcome a lot if you allow it to. You know, this is an energy where if you choose to kind of be in combative energy with somebody, it's your choice. But this connection, there's a bond that if you allow it, it can really be healing for both of you, and it could bring a lot of happiness and adventure into your lives. So that's good. So this person could be a Taurus, could also be someone with strong Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Uh, those watery placements that are kind of in reverse. So an energy of like not being very good at communicating their emotions in an honest way. The Star card is here, but you've also got the Princess of Swords and the Star, and it is the Ten of Cups as an outcome for those two cards. So someone is in a very low vibrational energy or immature energy, soulmate wise, Sagittarius, when it comes to communicating their emotions. Okay, I feel that from this Princess of Swords. Okay, they're just learning how to really communicate in an open and honest way what they're feeling. The Star is going to be a big transformative energy specifically to that task. So this person who maybe has not been very good at expressing to you what it is they're truly feeling, that's about to really change. You're about to see them come into an energy of being much more expressive, much more open and honest. And it's going to kind of flow in a way that you haven't seen before. And I think you're going to really be impressed by that. This is someone who maybe you've always thought, wow, if they could just be more open and communicative, we could really have a great relationship. Well, that's what's coming here for this person. They're really learning how to tap into some feminine energy here that has to do with really being communicative and using that, taking that mental energy of logic and problem solving and applying that to their heart space and learning how to make those two energies work together to express to you what they're feeling. So it's definitely a big shift here. Now, the fact that it's leading to the Ten of Cups is just really a confirmation to me that as that part of this person shifts, as the soulmate shifts and goes through that transformation where they learn how to communicate better and they learn how to tap into that energy, it's leading to a lot happier and cohesive, more cohesive relationship for the two of you. So that's like, you know, two snaps and a clap. It's really good stuff, and it's something that everyone wants. So we all want that to happen in our relationships. And I think for you, Sagittarius, as the soulmate's doing this, you can expect, if you guys are not in communication, for this to come back around. If this is someone who's rather new into your life, you're going to see that as the result of having you, this Aquarius, Taurus, whatever, whoever this person is, they have strong, those are two strong energies, Aquarius and Taurus, with the Star and the Hierophant. Doesn't have to be, though. What it means, though, is the effect that you've had on this person is to open them up to a major transformation, to open them up to desiring and being willing to learn how to communicate in a much more healthy and honest way. The outcome cards for them also, though, is the Three of Swords and the King of Pentacles. That's Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. So really strong Taurus energy, maybe Capricorn too. I'm not tapping into a lot of Virgo energy with this one for some reason. But with the Three of Swords, it's sort of explaining to you a big part of this person's issues from the past has been heartbreak, and a lot of it comes down to being cheated on. There has been an energy of someone, they've had people in their life that they really trusted and really counted on or really hoped they could trust and count on, that just really destroyed that trust and that hope. And when that happens to you, and this happened to this person a couple of times, it really has destroyed, or they thought it destroyed, their ability to love fully and to communicate and to do all these things that are so important. Don't lose the faith, though. This is changing, and where there's love, there's hope. Where there's love, there's hope, and where there's life, there's hope. Sorry, my battery's low. I got to hurry and get this thing done. So there's a lot of hope here for this person to really come out in a strong energy and to come out really surprising you. There are three arches here behind this person. Those three arches to me represent, number one, those are aqueducts, like in ancient Rome. And those aqueducts, what do they carry? agua, water. And so what this is speaking to me about is how this person's ability to allow their emotions to flow is still in process. It's still growing. It's still being fixed, corrected. So those aqueducts are being sealed off and patched and everything else. And once those aqueducts are sealed and they're beautiful, they're not only sealed, they're going to be beautiful. They're going to be redecorated and pristine. That's this person's veins, the ability for the blood to flow and the water to flow, and it's going to be a beautiful thing. So just allow this to happen. Allow it. And all you have to do is just sit back and trust, but also, Sagittarius, have faith, have a little faith. You know, I've had people that I care about very deeply that I can see just have this, their ability to trust is so broken down. And then I made it harder for them to trust by doing things and saying things, or, you know, letting them down. And you really feel guilty when that happens. But what you really need to do when you find yourself in those situations is hold them up in prayer, right? And trust that things are going to improve as long as you're focusing on yourself and becoming the best you can be. Trust that that will happen for the people you love as well. And that where there's love and life, there is hope, and that opportunities will appear almost magically, like miraculously, for things to be corrected, for things to be fixed, and for new adventures to begin with the people you love. It's very important you don't lose hope, right? Let's see what's going on with your side of this, Sagittarius. So I would say major transformation and major healing for the soulmate, leading to the ability to communicate in a much more honest, open, and healthy way. Show me, Sag. You have a big portal appearing for you that you're moving through, and you're making a lot of progress. You're really on a path toward like happiness. And I think it's because you're very clear about what it is you want right now. You know, it's so beautiful. Those didn't come out. It's so beautiful to know what you want. Knowing what you want is such a gift, guys, because so many people walk through life or stumble through life not knowing what they want. So how can they find happiness if they don't even know what it is that makes them happy? So if you are a Sag who has this advantage of you know what you want, use that advantage. When you know what you want, you can go after it. And so you're moving toward that. You do have a tower here, I have to say, which is a major arcana representing something falling apart. But don't worry, if something's falling apart because of the tower, it's because it needs to fall apart. The tower represents things that were built on a faulty foundation. And so even if it's this relationship, which is some of you it feels like it could be, it needs to fall apart to be rebuilt in a solid way, because the communication here was not good, and it wasn't the story it was telling me was not a good story. It was a story of deception, disappointment, and overall just people being distraught and heartbroken. So that's not good. But the overall energy is the Ten of Cups. So there is definitely, it's important for you to know that what's happening now is happening for a purpose, for a higher purpose, and it's happening to bring in what you want. You've also got the Queen of Wands here, Sagittarius. That is your energy as a Sagittarius, and it speaks to me a lot about you being magical and having the ability to bring in what you want. So you're becoming a great manifester, but don't forget, you've got the Sun and the Hermit, and to get to this clarity, this happiness, where you're bringing in what it is you truly desire, you've got to spend some time by yourself. Your power is going to be big time restored and grown by you doing this sort of hermit mode, Virgo energy here. That hermit mode is about spending time with you, yourself, and you, nobody else. And as you do that, you're going to grow into this power, that specific power that the Queen of Wands has that's so different from the other queens. To me, it's a little bit of a masculine energy. She's a feminine card, but that masculine energy of sort of being able to not just bring in what you want, but to go after it in a very almost aggressive way is a power specific to the Queen of Wands for me. And that's something that I just happen to relate to. But don't let that power get your ego. And keep your ego in check, okay? These 5 points with the Five of Swords all need to be in check and working properly for you to stay sort of humble. Humility is such a big aspect of this power with the Queen of Wands. Although she seems so confident and outgoing and aggressive in a sense, her inner humility does shine through as well. So you never really would think of the Queen of Wands as being arrogant. You would think confident, but not arrogant. So make sure you don't ever slip into that arrogance, because this is a warning about that and keeping you in check, because it will slow you down. So you've got this Sun card and you've got the Two of Wands. This is stepping through this portal, but it's also bringing the soulmate through that portal to allow you to move toward happiness. What is it? Getting in touch with that inner child. You've got to know yourself, right? Know your true desires. And how do you do that? It's by spending this time in that hermit mode, okay? And that hermit mode is what's going to allow you to not only grow in power, but to kind of bottle your power, to learn. And I'm not saying bottle your power like you're putting, when we talk about lightning in a bottle, it's because you really can't capture lightning in a bottle. It's why something is so precious and big and great, because it just can't be captured. Well, same thing with this. Bottling it, what I mean is learning how to access it in the most authentic and organic way possible. So going forward, okay, when I need to access my power, right? How do I access it in the most successful and healthy way without abusing it or wasting it? You've also got the Prince of Wands here speaking about your soulmate. They could be a Leo as well, Virgo, Taurus, a lot of Leo energy, the sun in this card as well. So just be aware, these are strong energies. So I would say if these are representative of your soulmate, they're in the sun, moon, rising, or Venus category, okay? But yeah, this is your person. So if you're coming out Queen of Wands, your person is coming out Prince of Wands. So they've got a lot of passion for you. This is definitely strong sexual energy. This is someone who's really attracted to you. They want to turn the lights off and do some nasty stuff with you, or maybe with the lights on. I don't know. Do what you do, okay? Enjoy it. But they've got to grow still. They've got to grow into a more mature energy, because if they were your true match here, they would be the King of Wands, not the Prince. There is room for growth here, though, and like we talked about with your soulmate, they're going through good transformational energy that is leading them to learn how to express themselves in an honest way. You don't want someone just screaming out, "I love you," when they're climaxing. You know what I mean? I mean, that's great, and that means you're doing something right. But you want it to be a consistent energy of love and affection, and although they feel that for you, they're maybe not so good at expressing that, and that's important. That's really important for people to become able and willing to express their feelings in a very honest way. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this up, guys. I just wanted to sort of get the energies. There's more to come. I'm probably going to do readings for April starting next week, and I'm going to do Sagittarius again soon, pretty early on, because I feel like I didn't tap into all this, but my battery's low, and I just wanted to get some of this out of my out of my being before starting the rest of my daily routine, because I could feel it just had to come out. So Sag, you're obviously in a path of good things. You're becoming more powerful. You're learning how to hone your magic and your power in a beautiful way, and your soulmate is becoming more open and honest. That's what their goal is, at least, and that's what this transformation is about for them. So there is movement and travel. Like I said, I saw a lot of places. A lot of it could have been symbolism, and I'm realizing that now, about what they're actually trying to bring into their life, and equally what you're trying to bring into your life. So we'll talk more about that in the next reading, I think. But yeah, I'm starting to see there was some real symbolism in that. What archangel do they need to connect to? Okay, Zafkiel, ecstasy, and Haniel, hope. So don't lose out hope. There is this strong attraction, and that strong attraction can also be sort of waylaid, and it can cause things to not get done properly, but if it's sort of taken for granted or not combined with emotional honesty. But it can also be sort of nurtured if it is combined with emotional honesty and communication, and that nurturing can allow it to sort of coalesce into something beautiful. So I think that's where you're headed with this. So connecting with Archangel Zafkiel to heal the energy of ecstasy and the ability to connect to that in a very real way that's not just physical, and also connecting to Archangel Haniel in the energy of hope. And you can't ever lose hope in a connection where there's a lot of love, no matter what's happened, no matter who's done what right or wrong. If you know that you have love for somebody and they're important, don't give up. Keep hope, and exhibit that hope in important ways, okay? Because we all surprise each other every day with how much we can grow when we allow that growth to come in. So keep that in mind. Namaste, guys. Have a lovely day. I will be on tonight at 9 p.m. to do mini readings, so you know how to get on the list if you would like to do that, but I'll be on again a little later as well. I'm working on some personals today. So hey, Rebecca, nice to see you, sweetie. So I hope you guys will join me tonight at 9. Hey, Valerie, nice to see you as well, sweetie. Anyway, I will see you guys later. Sagittarius, I hope this reading offered you some insight into your situation. There's probably a little more to come with that, so just wanted to let you know whatever didn't come out here, we'll get more out in probably the next week or so when I redo all the zodiac readings for the next month. Bye, guys.